If you're a bivocational pastor, then this special flash episode is just for you. I'm Pete Mitchell, and in between our regular Church Planter podcast episodes, I'll be bringing you insight and ideas to help our bivo pastors have an easier and more profitable go at it. If you'd like more info on the training program specifically for bivocational pastors, you can check it out at missionbybusiness.com. Hey there, bivo pastor. Pete Mitchell here. So I'm leaving the gym. It is Sunday morning. I had to run over here before church. I'm on my way back. I just had a brutal workout. I mean, brutal. My chest right now feels like Jell-O. It was chest day today. Not that that has to do with anything. I just thought I'd share that with you. You could enjoy my pain and misery here at the moment. But there's a reason for it, right? There's always a reason you go through bouts of pain and turmoil, because you want something on the other side. But that's not the point of this particular podcast. So what is the point? Actually, I saw something yesterday that as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that is brilliant. I got to share that with the bivo pastors. So many of you who've been listening to these podcasts, you know that I have a 9-step system for getting a business from where they are to where it is that they want to go, which is usually a lot more in profit without headache, overwhelm, and more employees. So what I saw yesterday, my wife wanted to take our kids to get their haircut. So there's a kid's haircut place that's not near our house, but they do my daughter's hair especially well, and I guess the gal who cuts the hair there, this one particular gal, she really takes her time. I've never seen a hairstylist, especially for kids, really take her time and just, make sure that the hair is perfect. So that's the reason why my wife likes this gal. My son's got to get a haircut basically like me every 2 weeks. So we don't usually take him there because they're more expensive and they're not close. But we go down there and I'm listening to them check out the family right before ours. And the family right before ours, they're like, oh yeah, they gave us a Yelp review, so we got to put in the $2 discount. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then I happen to see it there on the wall. And by the way, I'm going to post this picture. I already posted it on my Facebook profile. I'm going to post it in the bivo group. It said something along the lines of, get $2 off your next haircut when you leave us a Yelp review. So I got these 9 steps, getting a business from where they are to where it is they want to go. Number 9 is get reviews and testimonials. Why reviews and testimonials? Because they are so important in getting more business. We live in a day and age where people check your reviews before they call you. They check Yelp. They check Google reviews. If they're looking for a real estate professional, they check Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. They want to see, what do other people have to say about you? I mean, there is huge power in having third-party endorsements. If you've gone through the Mission by Business video that I've got there at missionbybusiness.com, let me just do a shameless plug for it right now, missionbybusiness.com. Helping bivocational pastors earn a decent living while not giving up their time to a regular day job that sucks up all their energy and steals from their family. Head on over to missionbybusiness.com. There you go. There's a nice little plug for it. So if you go to that video and you watch it, you know that all throughout my webinar, I've got testimonials spliced in from the pastors who've gone through the program. And you can actually hear what they had to say. Why do I do that? Because there's huge power. Obviously, I'm going to say I think it's the greatest program in the world because I do. I've seen it change pastors' lives. But of course I'm going to say that. I'm the guy who's offering it. So who do you really want to listen to? People who've gone through it. What do they have to say about going through my programs? What do they have to say about how it's affected their lives, how it's changed them? That's what really impresses people. So that's why step 9 of our system is get reviews and testimonials from past clients. And what this particular company did is they put up a sign, hey, we're going to give you $2 off and you leave us a review on Yelp. That's great. Now, it was funny, I showed that to Dave Negri. He's my partner in the Thriving Christian Business podcast, which is going to be launching here pretty soon. He and I have been doing the Contractor Secret Weapon for about the last 6 months, and we're switching it over to the Thriving Christian Business. And I sent it over to him, and he goes, "Hey, isn't that a violation of Yelp's terms and conditions?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm sure it is, but who cares? That's their terms and conditions. I didn't agree to their terms and conditions. They're actually making money off of my business. So Yelp doesn't want you to give out financial discounts to people who give you a review." Now, I think they say you can't, make it a positive review, and they didn't. On their sign, it was just like, "Hey, leave us a review and we'll give you $2 off." I think that's still a violation of Yelp's terms and conditions, but that's Yelp's issue. Like, I have no contract with Yelp. I don't care what Yelp's conditions are. They're making money off of my business. I need to get people over there. So one of the things that we used to do, and we still do it, is we will tell our clients, we'll tell some of them to go to Yelp, we'll tell some of them to go to Google Reviews. Depending on the business, we might tell them to go to Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com. Again, it just depends on the business, but we start spreading it out. So it's not like they're all hitting one review site all at once. If you remember, or maybe you've noticed, so Church Planter Podcast, we have some really good reviews. And I remember I made this great image. I went on to, I don't know if it was iTunes or the app or what it was, but there's some button that I could press and it would actually pull up on one page all of the written reviews that people have given Church Planter Podcast. And at the time, and I don't know if it still is, but at the time, all of them but 2 were 5-star reviews. So I made a joke out of the 2 that weren't. Like, one guy gave us 2 stars because he didn't like the smack talk that Peyton and I do at the beginning, and so I highlighted that one and I drew an arrow to it and I go, "He's not a real church planter." And then the other one that was 4-star or 3-star, whatever it was, I was like, "Oh, he failed as a church planter," right? And I made it funny. And actually, in drawing attention to the bad reviews, it actually gives credibility to all the rest, because no one's 100% of the people aren't going to be like, "Oh, the podcast is the greatest thing in the world," or, "this business is the greatest business in the world." There's never going to be 100% of anybody that says that. At least if you're dealing with enough people, it's not going to be 100%. So having those negative reviews actually gives your positive reviews credibility, especially when there's something funny like, "Oh, they joke around too much at the beginning of the podcast, and it's not serious like hardcore church planning podcasts that they do." And, it's just like, okay, you're actually giving credibility to the other reviews. So even when you get bad reviews, not necessarily a bad thing, but then you get to use those reviews in everything. You get to put them on your brochures, you get to put them on your business cards, you put them on your website, you put them on, one of the things that I used to do is I would literally print out 1 review per page and I would send those over to a prospective client. And I learned that from a guy by the name of Dan Kennedy. Whenever he was talking with someone that was a prospective client, he would FedEx them overnight a 500-page ream of paper, and each page was a different review from a different client. So imagine you get 500 testimonials in the mail. What are people going to think about you? They're going to be like, "Okay, everyone's saying this guy is legit." This last week, I was talking with a BIVO pastor out of Texas, and he used to run a pest control company. I mean, imagine a pest control company starts sending over to every prospective client, 100, 200, 300 testimonials. Is anybody else going to get that business? There's no way anyone else is going to get that business because it stands out so much. So you got to get reviews. You got to get testimonials. Don't worry when the bad ones come in. They're just going to give your good ones more credibility. And remember, bivocational pastor, if you're like, "Hey, you know what? I got to find a new business. I got to make more money. I got to do something different." Check out the video I've got at missionbybusiness.com. And on a side note, something I just released in the last couple of days. If you're a bivocational pastor and you're like, "Well, I've already got my own business. I'm not looking for something new," check out the video I have over at bivocohort.com, BIVOCOHORT. It's a 9-month cohort with bivocational pastors. We meet via Zoom call. I also help you out with your business, helping you double your business, make more profits, free up your time, things like that. Check it out. I've got a 26-minute video that's going to have a lot of great information on what the BIVO cohort is. If it's something you want to do, great. If it's not, no problem. But check it out and go ahead and do that today. Do it here on a Sunday, after church, of course, after church. Maybe spend some time with the family, and then take 26 minutes and watch the video over there at BIVO cohort. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.